Welcome everyone to Evony Throne Time with Veery. I want to give a quick shout out to Server 360, hoorah, and my own alliance, HNP, hoorah. We're going to go over some topics today, just briefly. I don't have a whole lot of time. Real life is kind of getting in the way, but I do want to share a couple of tidbits with you that will make SVS a little bit easier to navigate where your enemy is and make it quicker for you to arrest warrant them. Most of you know how to copy and paste someone's name and find them, but many of you do not know how to put them on a blacklist and use it to your advantage. I find this method a very quick and efficient way of finding the guy or gal that I want to either watch or attack. And I'm hoping that you guys will find this useful in the weeks to come. So let's get started. The first method I'm going to pull up is how do you copy and paste somebody's name? Well, let's look at that. I'm going to go into world chat for a moment, and I'm just going to click on anyone here. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go with Wild Child. Okay, so I have Wild Child up here. I'm going to hit her detail, bottom right-hand corner, and next to her name at the top, there is an old scroll with a feather pen. And I'm going to click that. And what it did there is it copied her. I'm going to back out. I'm going to go to our friends list. And I will, at this point, hit recommend. Hit the blank box below it. And I want you to paste that in there. Once you hit done, hit that little magnifying glass. And bingo, look who I have on my list. So now I can go into her, hit the detail, and locate coordinates and warrant her. So that's a fairly efficient way to do it. But I like to be a little bit faster than that. I want to know key members of the enemy server that I'm searching for, and I want to know quickly. Not always do they get shared in a timely manner in your world chat, and a lot of the times the bigger players are not in server chat, so you cannot easily, or quickly warrant them from there because you just don't see them. So how do we do that? How do we find them quicker? I'm going to show you how to do that. Very easy way. So at the beginning of SVS week, you can look onto their server. And let's pretend my server 360, let's pretend this is the enemy server I'm looking at. Once we've found all of the alliances, I now scroll through and I look for, key players. I see, I'm looking for dragons mainly, but there's a lot of 34s and 35s out there that don't show their dragons. And that'll be in another segment. I'll give you some tips on what to do during the week of SVS that you're not playing yet. So I'm going to pick on... let's get into Chris. We're going to go into Chris. We're going to hit detail. Now, remind you, let's pretend this is the server enemy and I'm trying to get Chris Angel onto my list so I can quickly arrest warrant him. It's going to be majorly important for me to do this. Once I go into Chris, I can, up in the top right-hand corner, there is a to profile little button there. If you hit that, you have some options here, okay? And these options, actually, you know what? I better not do this to Chris. He's in my own alliance. Let's do it to someone else. Let's just go to a dead keep here, okay? So I hit detail. I'm gonna hit that little to profile box and hit block. Once you hit block again, it puts them on a new list. It's called a blacklist. And where you can find that blacklist is in the friends section. Up at the top right-hand corner, you see blacklist, and bingo, I've got 2 people in there. This is for demonstration purposes. Once they're in here, now I can click on them, hit detail, locate coordinates, hit confirm, boom. That quick. Imagine having 20 or 30 people on this blacklist from the other server that you could quickly monitor at any point of the game. It's a huge advantage, huge. If you haven't learned how to do this trick yet, you know it now. If you need to look at this video again, please do so. It makes all the difference when you're playing SVS. As most of us know who fight, time is critical and timing is critical. So having that list there is a really nice feature. I'm going to go back in here and know if we go into the blacklist, SVS is over, just go here and remove them. You don't need this list any longer. The longer you keep this list after SVS and you forget and you start adding more people, now you're going to be warranting people down the list. You think, you're playing this week and it was from last week. So just words of advice. Anyways, that's going to tie it up for me today. I just wanted to give you 2 good tips on how to warrant people or put them in a list where you can warrant them quickly. Look for a couple of videos in the next few days. I've had a huge response from people asking for my preset march, my main march, and possibly secondary march. I've also had people ask about defense. I've had people ask about layering. Evony Addicts with Genghis, he's got a bunch of stuff on this. I look at his stuff all the time. He's really good. You can look at Miser's channel. Lots of good people out there have their own ideas, and that's what Evony is about, is to look at all these videos and information and just kind of make your own judgment on what's best for you, because my troops are going to be different from yours. And they're, the percentages you work with, it just all depends on what troop type you have and all that. So look for the next few days on how I do that. And the big one that's coming, I'm going to show you how to effectively trap people and make millions of points off those traps. I will also show you how to quickly retrap when a scout comes. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Send me any comments you have. I'll answer everyone I can. And if you have some details and footage you want me to put up there or information that could help everyone, please send that as well. Until next time, live life first, play Evony second.